Hey, Carp Anglers! James Sanders here.
And Daniel Irish from American Bank.
Having a good week?
Yeah. We were supposed to be in Dale Hollow Monday through today, and then we kind of looked at the weather and was like, it's gonna be like 3 degrees. So
Yeah.
let's aim for a better weather window. So I think we're gonna go down this
I'm all sure
upcoming
that's
Monday
contagious,
through
too.
Wednesday.
I bet the wife's happy.
Yeah, she's not too excited about me leaving for that long period of time, but
Well, it's work. It's I mean,
Right,
don't get me wrong,
that's-
it's fishing, but you're going down there to put in the work too.
right. We finally got the schedule and everything, so I sat her down and we looked at everything, and I was like, "See, there's money, there's money, there's money." She's like, "Okay, we can do that then."
Yeah.
So that eased up a little bit because it's hard, when you're, especially last season, not really making any money out of it. Everything we make, putting it back into it, and then no money, and then not being at home. It's like burning it on both ends. It's hard sometimes.
exhausting.
Yeah.
On the fishing and the relationship.
But this is going to be a very, very exciting show. People's
People
been waiting.
coming too.
Yeah,
Lot,
people's
lot.
been waiting for weeks to find out. This whole what's going on with the Connecticut Carp tournament here. Fish Factor 3.
Fishing Factory 3.
Yep.
We've
And
seen
then,
that too.
Uh,
Who do you guys think
yeah,
is going to be the new lads?
somebody's actually passing the rings on to the torch. There you go.
Yeah,
Passing the
definitely
torch.
passing the
So,
torch.
Right. So, all right. Well,
All right.
you got anything?
No, I think that's enough about
That's it.
us. Let's get to
Yeah.
what the people want.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
So here's our mystery guest.
Mystery
We'll just
guest.
we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Please share this live.
What's up, Joe? Let's Sam Williams. How you doing, brothers? How you guys doing?
Hi, how you doing, sir?
First off, congratulations, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's lots of responsibility for a lot of anglers.
It is. It's going to be big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Because I've been to Connecticut. I fished the tournament, so I kind of know how what all goes into it, and they do have some big shoes to fill, but I don't think Kyle and Lee could have picked two better gentlemen to take over this tournament.
Yeah. Definitely gonna be good.
But from there, we'll kind of give you guys the floor.
Well, hi, my name is Joe Lucelala, if you don't know me. I've fished Connecticut River for 5 years, which is my favorite tournament, and I've helped run the St. Lawrence River. Me and Colin's the one that started the marathon. Done very well, then went to Bob, went very well. So Kyle was, kind of change up a little bit, and him and Lee. And we was fishing a peg, and Sam was down, and we was talking about it, and then Kyle asked us if we'd like to try to give it a try and try to take over and try to help, which, I live in North Carolina, and
Right.
Sam lives up close, so it kind of works both ways. So he can do things, I can do things. So we'll start right there and go ahead, and Sam can introduce himself, and we'll go from there.
What's going on, Sam?
For those who don't know me, most of my stuff is done in New York. I a member of CAG. Was a CAG New York State Chair. I've been helping the CCC several years now.
Nice.
On our 8th year. I did the tournament for 2 years for the Connecticut tournament, and last year I was a marshal for the tournament. And between Lee and Carl, they kept saying, well, maybe this is the last one, and they've been saying that for the last 2 times. So, last year at the third park, Carl showed me where the eggs were. I asked him the questions on who do we contact, things like that. So I got interested in that aspect of things. So between me and Joe, we hope to provide a great tournament for you guys.
Nice.
Yeah, and one thing I want to make sure everybody understands, this tournament's not about us. This tournament's about the fishermen,
Right.
making it more compatible, making it more level ground, making it more suitable for everybody. When everybody leaves, they say, "Man, I want to come back next year. We like to see it grow. We want to see the competition in the tournament. We don't want it to be where you walk up and you grab a peg and say, man, you feel terrible going to a peg, like, man,
Right.
do I have a chance?" And you know, domination of certain pegs.
Right.
You know, that's not a tournament to me.
Right.
Tournaments when you're competing.
Yeah.
It's a level ground across the ground, across the whole floor. It ain't about a peg draw. Well, if I get this peg and man, I just feel like I ain't got no chance, or I get this peg, I'm going to dominate. You know, you should feel like you dominate when you go to every peg.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I think you should have confidence with any peg draw, and you should feel like you can win just based off your watercraft, you know? You should be
Right.
able to draw them in and do your thing from any peg.
With the tournament,
Right.
with the tournament that big, and obviously, you know, at the end of the day, there is a lot of money on the line. So how do you change? I mean, I guess I don't know if I'm saying how are you gonna change it, but like with you being you fish the tournament, so that you have a little bit upper hand on somebody besides just coming in and running the tournament. But how do you change that aspect on that, Joe? Like as far
Well,
as the dominant
what I've seen
pegs, you switch
in
them
the
up,
last
or
5 years, I've been fishing 5 years, so it's changed. The upper river and the down river, right now there's no competition. There used to be competition from up the river down the river.
yeah.
So I went back to always since Kyle's been running it from 2018 and looked at the pegs where it kind of has placed and where they've done good.
Yeah.
Joe, you muted yourself.
I'm sorry, someone tried to call me.
Oh.
So what happened was
Right.
I went back to 2018 and kind of looked at everything about the pegs, the situation. Well, it used to be competitive.
Yeah.
But in the last 4 years, it's changed. You know, since 2018, from pegs from, say, from Harbor Park, I think it is, up, there's been 7 pegs that's placed, maybe 8. But from there down, there've been 19 pegs that's placed. In the last 4 years, peg 1 is placed 3 times. Peg 4 is placed 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there was 1 year, I think it was 2021, where them pegs didn't place. But you know, before that, there was pegs. You know, I think Marson and Bogdan, they placed in the only other peg I know where 2 people's placed. I might be wrong, but I think I'm correct on that.
Okay.
Which last year Chris Jackson and Scott Russell placed in a peg that's never done no good. Me and Chad placed in a peg wasn't no good. But what I'm saying is it's got to be competitive. And I understand the fishermen don't want to do sections,
Right.
and we don't even got to do sections. I know everybody wants to do a big purse,
Right.
but to do a big purse, it needs to be compatible for everybody, not just a peg draw.
Yeah. Because if they're not willing to
And
do
that's the way I
sections,
look
they just
at it.
might as well just do 1 through 4, like, you know, for all the money. If they don't want to do sections.
Yeah. Right. So if you go 1 through 4, top 4 last 4 years, peg 1 and 4 is won 3 times.
Yeah.
I mean,
Huh.
plays 3 times.
Yeah.
So, I mean, So 2 out of 4 in the last 3 years been pegged 1 and 4.
Yeah, that's pretty lopsided. Yeah.
It's not to take away from them fishermen. I'm not trying to take a thing. I mean, we play some peg 4.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to take away from nobody, but it's like peg 6 where it won back to back.
Right.
They took that peg out. You know, but 1 and 4 there again is doing the same thing that peg 6 done.
Yeah. Sometimes,
And
you
you-
know, you have to step back and look at the data, you know, like you were saying, nothing against, you know, those fishermen. I'm not trying to say anything, but, you know, let's take a step back when we're actually trying to do this right. And, you know, if those pigs are consistently winning, you know, just data wise, then maybe we do need to do something.
Right?
Paul-
Yeah. If data shows you the same pegs in the last 4 years is placed 3 times out of 4 tournaments, it's kind of not competitive. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not fair. You want to make it where everybody's got a chance.
Yeah.
And you know, we was thinking, you know, maybe you make sections, the upper river, you know, the upper river, then the down river. It's
Okay.
2 different fishings. I mean, I fished both sections, and upper river you got a lot more current. You don't get fish as much. The lower river you get to fish more.
Yeah.
So it's actually 2 tournaments in one, but you got to figure out how to make it one big tournament. Whereas competitive one and them 2 pegs are just so dominant in the tournament.
Yeah.
In the last
think
4
there's
years,
sense.
it's kind of curved the tournament, you know, in the opposite direction what you needed to be, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Paul Turcotte would like to know.
It's taking the fun out of it. I mean, being, you know, doing the peg draw, I mean, I've seen the guys' face, they put their hand in the bag, they, you know, they pick out a peg and you just see their face drop. Oh no, not peg, whatever.
Right.
Because they were hoping for this magical peg. I mean, really, we're trying to change that to make it so, oh, we got a chance, or, you know, a little bit better. I mean, to hope for one whole peg out of 50 pegs,
Yeah.
that's not really uplifting for any of the competitors.
Yeah.
Have you guys thought about doing just a 1 chip peg draw? Like 1 pull, what you pull is what you get?
No, we're not trying to change nothing. The fishermen love.
Changing the peg draw or method won't change any of that.
Yeah.
Right.
So changing that part, you know, that's not gonna affect the pegs. We have to either add, take away, or eliminate, depending on what we need to do. I mean, I'm leaning towards more sections, so everybody gets a bit of a bite of the apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
And then, as Joe said, you got the upper part and the lower part. Now, if you were to take all the scores off the lower part, you would have had another 4 teams, especially like last year, they would have placed. It would have been, my memory serves me right, you would have had Joe, Marston, and Brendan Kim, the Commando kid.
So, you know, speaking of sections, Paul Turcotte would like to know, how would you guys section the river?
Well, I'd say you would go to 1 through, you know, kind of 1 through to Harbor Park. Am I right, Sam?
You don't go across Harbor Park, so I think it's like peg 36. And then the Harbor Park would be the beginning of the second section all the way down to Gillette.
No, where's the concrete at with the railing?
That's right there by the little fire station and the rowboat
Yeah.
place. That's
The
where I fished
rowing
at.
boat.
Yeah.
That's what is
It's got
that?
that creek. It's got
not
that
harbor.
creek coming in next to it.
That's where you would want to start it at there.
Yeah, because there's a break right there, or that.
There's a break right there.
That's where the end of that, that section would be.
Yeah,
From
Yeah.
one end to the other. Yeah, to the other end.
yeah.
And,
That's where you want to start at. Is right there at the bridge.
Lee Horn said, "Just remember, if we bring in sections, moving day will be a thing in the past." I don't think nobody should move. I think everybody.
No, you could, hold on a minute. So Lee Hearn thinks you can't move. Yes, you can move.
No, he's
So I
saying.
want to go ahead and kill, I want to go ahead and kill that right now.
Okay.
So I want to go ahead and kill that right now. You can move.
Okay.
And so before we took this tournament on, me, Lee, and Sam and Kyle had a phone conversation.
Yeah.
So we talked about sections, and we told them then you can move.
Yeah.
You can still have a moving day. Just cause you do sections don't mean you can't have a moving day.
Does that mean you?
So that was a bad rumor got out there.
So you will be able to move, but will it
Yes.
still be like last goes first?
Yes.
The
Same thing.
the remaining moving rules still apply. The only change would be, so let's for argument's sake, I'm in section 1 and I catch a winning board carp. If I decided to move, I can only move within that one section.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was about to
But
ask. Can
Yep.
you
I
jump
still
sections?
have to apply the basic rules. So if I'm the last one to trade, pull out the order draw, I get first choice.
Are you guys going?
If I don't catch anything, then I can move to any part of the river, providing what order I'm at in the peg ordering move.
Yeah, so you
okay.
can move any time you want if you don't catch a fish. But if you catch a fish, you gotta stay in that section. It wouldn't be right to catch a 30-pound fish in section A and move to section B for 30-pound fish.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, or be in section B and catch a 30-pound fish and we'll move to section A.
Right.
I mean, that'd be the defeating the purpose of sections.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. I feel.
Now, if you want to go to the motel room and don't even want to go fish, or you just want to go camp outside your peg and fish and take a chance, you could do either one.
Yeah.
Now,
And I always say about the sections. I mean, sections ain't a done thing yet.
right.
You know, the vote. We done a vote the other day. Everybody said no on sections, but they didn't realize how we was talking about doing a section.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's just something we threw out there. You know, it's like I said, it's about the fishermen. It's not about us. We don't even got to do sections.
Right.
You know, we want the fishermen to feel comfortable. We want the fishermen to feel like they have a chance. We want the fishermen to feel responsibility. You know, we looked at based on how many teams. If you broke it down, first prize in each section would still pay $7,500 a piece.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not
Nice.
including big fish or fantail.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're right. You still get big fish.
Okay.
You still get fantail. You still get mirror.
So nothing's
I mean-
changed, basically.
Right.
Okay.
But he's I mean, if it was top 4, obviously it'd be
Right.
it'd be a bigger payout.
Right.
But to turn how much is it this year? Have you guys thought of it?
It'll go up to $1,000 to make it. It'd be $1,000 entry fee.
And
$1,000.
me and you had a conversation the other night, and you was talking about like all money would be paid out too, and obviously there'd
Yes,
be a breakdown that shows.
Only
everybody.
money won't be paid out is for the marshals.
Right.
Okay.
The marshals got to make a little bit more money what they was getting paid.
I totally agree with that. I really do.
You know, I'm going to take on myself to buy digital scales. I'll buy them myself.
right.
We want digital scales for everybody.
Yeah.
But I think the marshals, you know, the raffle. Don't get me wrong, the raffle does get a little money, but I want to get more people. I want to make this thing grow. Get a bunch of raffles. I want to try to get all the carp flavoring companies. I want to get all the bully companies. I want to get. I've been talking to some places across seas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to get stuff donated. I mean, I'm wanting to make this thing
Uh,
grow where people want to come and fish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, Team Fish Fighters and Bottom Feeder Baits will throw in some door prizes for you guys automatically.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
And all the money from the raffle goes to the weight market.
Yeah.
I'm not making a dime. I don't want a dime out of this. I don't want a penny. You know, but the weight marshals got to get paid money, man.
Oh yeah.
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 It's just,
Those
go
guys
to
are the
weight
heart and
marshals
souls.
for $700. I mean, they drive their vehicle,
Yeah.
I mean,
pay
even
for
if
food, pay for gas. I mean, $700. I mean, for
even
5
if it
days of
came
fishing,
50 or 75
Monday
dollars
through Friday.
out of the money, off top. You know, you could
Do what, sir?
take like $50 or $75 out of the entry fee from every team, and then put that
Yep.
to the side, and then plus whatever people donate. You know, you
Yep.
can still give them some money out of the raffle money too, to give them more.
Yeah,
money.
all the raffle money be there.
Yeah, that's what
Everything.
I'm saying. But if you take at least, you know, even if it was only $50, that's way more money than what they're starting with already, though. So it makes them, you know, want to stay on top of it, keep running. I mean,
Right.
they do it anyway.
Right.
So
How many
And
weight marshals
we're
are
not
you
talking about
getting?
weight marshals just to weigh fish here now.
Yeah.
We're talking about weight marshals. The way we want to run it is, if I come to your peg and you want a bag of ice, we'll stop the store and get you a bag of ice.
Right.
If we
Yeah.
come to your peg, if you need something, all you gotta do is tell us. We'll go get it for you. If you want a sandwich, we'll go get it for you.
okay.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
This is more about taking care of the fishermen and not just weighing fish.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a game changer, Joe. Because I've been out there on the bank and forgot this or forgot
Yeah.
that or I
Mhm.
need this. You
Yeah,
know?
I forgot my bait and rods.
Only you do that, James. Only you do that. But yeah, for sure, man. That's going to be a game changer.
As I was being a marshal, I made sure that I spoke to everybody in my section. How you doing? Are you okay? Do you need anything? This is my number. Call me. You know, whether they caught something or not, or they've been catfishing all day long, I checked in on them to make sure, hey, you guys okay? You know, and that, to me, is part of being a weigh marshal, not just, oh, we're going to wait for the next fish to be called in.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Do you guys plan on changing? Because obviously, you know, I fished the tournament and like we struggled so hard to get our 4 top fish. Do you guys plan on changing the weights to where maybe 15 pounds instead of what, like 20? Have you guys even gave that any thought or anything like that, just to make it more of a competition because of how the river is?
I'm still hammering one out with Joe. At the moment, we're keeping everything at 20, but
Because
we're still thinking on that one.
it's hard.
And
Yeah, we
I know
still
where you're
think on
coming,
that part.
I know where you're coming from, because even other tournaments are even lowering their minimum weight. Our thing was, when I had a few last year, that they call and say, can you weigh this 17-pound fish? I'm like, it's not even to weigh. Why am I even coming forward? You
We
know,
had a couple
so,
19s and 19.4.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Knowing
That
that
was
you got
frustrating.
3, but you need 4, and there's only 2 teams
Right.
up there that's got 4 fish. You know what I mean? So if you know you hit even a 20 even,
Right.
you're in the money. You know what I mean?
Just asking the fish,
Yeah.
why didn't you eat more of my pre-bait?
Are you guys gonna still have the blackout?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
I like the blackouts.
Yeah,
I
of
think
course,
they're
Yeah, I
fun.
think
blackout.
I love them. They're exciting.
You know, well, you actually, well, we plan on running tournaments. You actually gonna get more time fishing, so we would hopefully start on. If not, some things that work, but you wouldn't end to Friday.
Okay.
The tournament would not end on Friday, but we do peg draw Sunday,
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like you said, give you
so you have plenty of time to get home, do what you got to do after a Friday.
That's nice. You
Yeah.
know, because there's a lot of tournaments,
It
you
would-
know, end
It
on
would
Sunday
end
and then you're
Friday
rushing
at
home.
10 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know. Been a couple times.
And they're done it. Yeah, it's not fun.
Like this.
If you guys got any
Yeah,
questions
I've been-
out there,
I remember
please let
driving
them
from
know.
Hubbard's
We
a couple
could
times like
relay
that.
it back to them.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't put nothing in in stone yet. You know, like I said, it's about the fishermen. We'll still
Absolutely.
put poles out there, but you know, if we don't do sections,
Yeah.
you know, you'd have to do something on some of the pegs. I mean, you got to make it balanced. You got to make it more, you know, more competition, so therefore be fair for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's the number one game, you know.
So have you already reached out to a lot of like, I don't know, man, just like guys like Tomas, you know, like you said, other people with boilie companies and a lot of the other flavor companies and stuff like that to come on board yet?
No, but that's not an issue. I had talked to Jeannie about, so I remember the first year we fished it, the tournament was right after Baldwinsville.
okay.
And the tournament got pushed off further to the end. And it seemed like maybe it changed the fish a little bit. I don't know, but so this year, Jeannie's tournament ends on the 7th of October. So we was planning on doing that tournament that Sunday, following Sunday.
Oh wow.
So it'll be back to back again.
So Friday the 10th would be the live peg order draw.
At Lee's house.
And then, yeah. And then Sunday the 12th will be at the actual peg draw. Now, we're asking everybody, please be there before noon. Not only for the peg draw, but I'm going to be there with a table and register you in. So I'm going to sign you in and make sure you have your license ready because I want to see it. Then you got Monday fishing, Tuesday, the mooring day at this point, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it ends at 10 a.m. and then Friday, 12 noon, the ceremony.
Right. Okay. I could dig it.
And where's the ceremony going to be at?
It's the same place, the peg draw at the
the same, at the X Club.
the Elks Club.
Bar's still
Yeah.
going to be open?
And we've already reserved the Elks Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I even talked to them about doing catering.
Oh nice.
Oh, that'd be cool.
You know, that's another one we put out there and let polls go on that one. But, you know, it's going to be a lot of polls thrown out there. Let the fishermen decide what they want to do. Like I said, this is not about us. It's about the fishermen and trying to make it grow and get bigger and make it better and bring a lot of people on board and
Absolutely, yeah.
want people to come back year after year and be happy.
What's the?
Okay.
Is there? They got the down payment down for the teams. Each team is it still the same?
There will be a deposit of so it'll be 500.
500 down
Yeah,
payment.
it used to be. It
Yeah.
used to be 800.
It's got to be half
Yeah.
and half.
Okay.
So they raised it to 1,000 from 800.
Yeah.
So now you just put half.
Say the team can't make it. Is that deposit? Is that refundable?
If it was a mercy.
Yeah, it
it's
depends
mercy.
on the circumstances for sure.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I've
depends
lost
on the
money
circumstance.
that way.
Don't you?
Yeah, just because just
I mean, like last year at the Baldwinsville tournament, you had the big hurricane come through, and there was some people supposed to win the tournament.
Right.
And Jeannie was nice enough. She turned around and refunded her money 100%.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, that's understandable. I mean, there's certain things that, you know, and of course, hopefully there'd be a backup list you get a feel, but, you
Right.
know, there's things can happen.
Right.
And why should I have to pay for something
Yeah.
they can't control, you know?
Right. That's probably their Christmas money or something like that. Or,
Right. Not only did they just have an emergency, but they're also out, $500 for the
So
tournament
this
they can't go
tournament's
to,
pretty
so-
much still going to be in the fall, correct?
Yeah, it'd be right. It'd be right after Baldwinsville. I've already talked to Jeannie.
Yeah.
Her dates for the fall tournaments from 4th through the 7th.
October 12th.
Yeah. So it'll be right after Jeannie's tournament.
Have you guys thought about? I mean, obviously you guys just took over and ain't got the first tournament underneath your belt yet, but have you guys thought about having a spring event up there?
No, Kyle tried to do that and he can't get the peg.
Mm. Gotcha.
Carl is going to do that, but I'm going to be there in the mix so I can see everybody help everybody, you know. So hopefully the following year I will continue that.
How many teams are allowed to be in this tournament, and what's the limit?
Well, we haven't got that far yet. It depends
Right.
on,
Like, I can't get into
The
it.
bowl.
Or-
it depends on the polls. I mean,
Yeah.
if they want to do sections, you can have a little bit more teams.
Well, can you? Okay.
If you don't do sections, I mean, you got to,
Then the pegs
Look
will
at
be
that.
reduced.
you got to look at the data. You got to look at the pegs. I mean, you got to make it fair for everyone.
Right.
Right.
I mean, you know,
How many weigh marshals do you need for the tournament?
4.
Okay. All right. And you already got those guys already set up, or?
No, there's 2 of us, but Kyle said he's talked to some people about being weight marshals.
Right.
So not only he's still going to help us
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
get the pegs and
Yeah.
make sure everything goes good. That's for the first 3 years. They told us that for the first 3 years.
Okay. You got
They
that?
will help us make sure we get pegs. Maybe we need some new pegs.
Did
Um,
Kyle sign a contract on that?
No, but you know, sometimes you got to take people's word, and I mean, I would hope.
Oh, just
Yeah.
a
Him
and Lee
handshake.
both
Gotcha.
said that.
They, I
Okay.
mean, they said, planners, you know, they're going to be in the back seat, you know, but they're there to answer any questions or to help you guys in any way, shape, or
Yeah.
form. Which, you
Yeah.
know, my hats off to
Yeah.
them for that.
That's a good
Yeah,
question.
and Lee and Kyle both said that. I mean, you know, we're doing a peg draw order at
Yeah.
Kyle's. At Lee's garage.
Yeah.
Ricky Massey, one of our teammates, he actually, that's a pretty good question. How do you think that back-to-back tournaments will affect the bites?
There's no back-to-back tournaments.
Yeah, there ain't no back-to-back tournaments. One's in the
Well, I think-
springs, one's in fall. But
Baldwinsville's in New York,
Yeah,
and Connecticut
Baldwinsville's in
River
New York.
is 2.5 hours away.
yeah,
We're just trying to get the different competitions.
Okay, I got you.
So when people are traveling,
Yeah.
these guys, most of these guys, professionals, will go to Bouldersville. Now, instead of going all the way back to wherever they come from, let's go to Connecticut. You know, let's try and be helpful in that aspect.
Okay.
Yeah, because we drive back home, it's 13, 14 hour ride. To drive back to Connecticut, another 14-hour ride. But if you can leave, you know, there's a lot of people that wants to fish Connecticut, but you know, a lot. I mean, people from the south, a lot of them want to fish, but they, you know, they don't want to turn around and drive back 14 hours.
yeah.
Hmm.
So how long is it from New York to Connecticut?
2.5, 3 hours.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean
That's
that's
a
very
big difference.
that's very understandable.
Ricky's saying
Yeah.
he said his would be after Jenny's. I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. He just said it must be 2 different places. I've never been to either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can, hey,
and-
we
and, you
can,
know,
bro.
that's
Let's
the thing,
hey,
you go
let's
from one to
team up
another,
and
you
go.
know?
Okay, we do have one other change. No single anglers. You must be at least 2 people at any one peg.
Okay.
Okay.
So 2 people at a peg.
So they can't have just one person.
You can have 1 angler and 1 runner, or you can have 2 anglers, or you can have 3 anglers. But no one can be on their own, and this is for purely safety and insurance reasons.
Right.
Hasn't that happened before
Yes.
though?
I've heard a story today for this competition that somebody lost their equipment or whatever and had their hip broke.
Oh wow.
And it wasn't for the 2 guys in the next peg dragging them out, no one would have known anything would have happened.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing that we don't think about. You know, we get so caught up in, you know, the competition and chasing the fish that you know we don't think stuff can go wrong when you're alone out there
Right.
sometimes.
No,
Right.
for sure. But
Yeah,
I think there is,
Yeah.
you know, some guys that do fish it on their own or have, because it was at least I
I
want to say
know, and I've seen them, and my heart stops every time Rod goes off, and it's great fun watching it all happening, and I go, hold on, and these guys running down over rocks. If it rains, hey, he's going swimming,
Yeah.
you know.
Chad Harper.
So, as far as safety, this year, I don't care how you want to do it. Like I said, you can have one fisherman, one runner, or two fishermen, or three fishermen. I don't care. But no one's going to fish in on their own.
Yeah.
It's understandable.
Joshua Baird would like to know, do you guys know when to expect sign-ups to start?
Hopefully here pretty soon, once we figure out what everyone wants to do. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, we still want to get the rules out there, get the polls out there. I mean, I like to do one more time on the poll for sections.
Okay.
Then if everybody, you know, says they don't want to do sections, then we won't do sections.
I just hope-
Once we know what people are thinking and saying, I mean, we have a rough idea. We want to do it early for everybody. We got to set up the PayPal account, get that okay. So it's gonna come, but
Yeah.
once we've got our polls and our information, what people are thinking or wanting, and what we can get out of that to make it better, then we'll lay everything out. I mean, as far as the rules, except for what I've said, will be the same. The only rule that I'm really going to stick to is when it comes to the peg draw, you may pick 2 pegs the first round, and you will only have 30 seconds. And if you do not pick a peg in 30 seconds, I will pick up those 2 pegs and throw them back in the bag, and then you're going to have to go back in the line.
Gotcha.
This peg draw cannot go on for hours. It's not fair on everybody else.
Right.
Everybody knows what these pegs are. I'm sorry to be the hard ass on this one, but tell me that people don't know what these pegs are.
Ain't that how
Yeah.
you would kind of make it more fair, though? I mean, you guys was talking about being fair, and
Yes.
ain't
So
that
every
ain't that
time
a little
somebody
unfair
comes
to
up,
be able
they
to?
take their two pegs. They have 30 seconds aside.
But ain't that
After the 30 seconds, they can't decide.
wouldn't
it's
that be
back in the
more
book.
fair to every angler, though, for them to have to pick one of them two? I mean, because you know I've
They
been there too.
get 2 rounds. They get
Okay.
2 rounds. The first round, they get a choice of the 2 pegs. If they decide not to pick anything, those 2 pegs go back in the peg, and then it'll be the last person in the draw order that gets picked, and we do it all over again. But on the second round, they must pick 2. They
No,
must pick 1 peg out of the 2 they pick, regardless.
no, I understand what you was saying. I was just saying, like, to make it more fair for the anglers, is not give them 2 rounds. Like, it gives you a better chance to get peg 1 or peg 4.
I see what you're saying.
Them
Instead
pegs
of-
might not be in there.
That I mean, that's what I'm saying, though. You know, but I mean, I'm just saying, you know, it's opinions are like.
I kind of see
assholes.
where you're coming. It's kind of like a you get what you get.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's the tournament, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if you're one hell of an angler, it shouldn't matter where you get pegged at.
Right,
You
and
should make the
especially-
best of what your peg, you know, whatever your peg is.
Especially, you know, if the sections or whatever are, you know, like they're trying to do equally competitive. If you
Yeah.
can build up your swim equally, you know, against anybody else, then, you know, we're good.
Because you can go to a bad peg, but a good angler turn it into a good peg.
Right.
Knowing how to draw the fish in. But if the fish ain't in that area, though, you know, there's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
That's
But-
why we give them the choice in the first round. If
Yeah.
they don't want the choice, it goes back in the pot.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, Tommy. But what we're trying to do is make it where you feel comfortable going to any peg. I mean, we'll make the tournament fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand exactly what you're saying, but there also be extra pegs that sometimes are good pegs. I mean, I move and played.
Yeah.
Right.
moved last year about placed. I mean, there's always going to be pegs out there that don't get picked that are decent pegs, but we're going to look at the data of all the pegs. It ain't just
What pegs have
you want to
won.
make it fair. If you want a social event and just go hang out and drink and cook and eat, I mean, I'm not saying anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying you there to compete. You there to
That's what a social's for. This is a competition.
you there to compete against one another. You're when you leave, you want to say, "Damn, I went in a peg and done something."
Right.
You feel happy.
Joshua
you know.
Baird said that's why you have moving day. And then Kenny Mack says maybe try one round, but give them 3 pegs to choose from.
Justin
Keaton
Keaton said you should be confident in yourself and as an angler and make the best of it.
Yeah, I agree.
You're fishing against yourself, and you're
Yep.
fishing against some of the best carp anglers. I feel like that are coming from all around the world. I mean, these guys
Yep.
come from Hungary. I mean, these guys come from a lot of different places that
Right.
you wouldn't even
Yep.
think that they're over there carp fishing like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you can learn a lot from these guys.
Mhm.
And I've been.
Oh
been
man,
there.
you got some
I've been
of the
there
best
just talking
fishermen
to
there. I
them.
mean,
A lot
you
of
got
these
Chris
guys are very
Jackson, Scott. I mean, I can go down and lift Bogdan. I mean, there's tons and tons of them. I mean, from all over the United States, and there's a lot of them that wants to come, but there's a few things holding them back. And we want to get it where we can get the best of the best there and make a competition and make it fair and make
And
it
that's
where.
the biggest thing, is to make it fair.
Yep.
Not everybody's a world-class fisherman, so those who are not will still have a good chance of placing. That's our biggest goal.
Here,
Yeah.
Bogdan just got on there and said if you want to do sections in order to keep the prices up, you can adopt a grind or grid paying first place from each section. By example, section A got a total 4, section B got highest big 4 70 pounds, section C got highest big 4 60 pounds fan. Final ranking will be first place section A, second place section B, third place section C, qualified for first 3 places, only top angler from each section.
You could do that. I agree with that.
That's kind of
I mean,
interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Depending on how many anglers are in each section.
you could do that, but also you can make it one big tournament and take a few pegs out and make it balanced.
Right. It kind of just depends
I
on.
mean, I'm not
what
trying
the
to be mean,
anglers would rather do.
and please,
Yeah.
everybody listening, don't take it the wrong way. If you take 1 through 5 out, 1 through 5, I understand 2 ain't done nothing. I understand 3 ain't never done nothing. I understand 5 was the first time last year. But if you take 1 through 5 out, them 5 pegs, you got a balanced tournament.
Yeah, because it's going to change. Because them fish are either going to keep going or be pulled back down.
Yep. You got a balanced tournament.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Them pegs are only pegs from where we're sit down to 1 that is dominated for the last 4 years.
And a lot of
Other
people,
than that, it was a balanced tournament.
a lot of people don't know how long of a stretch. I mean, a lot of people do know, but there is a lot of people that probably don't know.
Yeah, as I say, I have no clue.
It's a huge stretch of the river too. It's not like just going down.
70
here,
miles.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
like from
70
from start to
some miles
finish.
was the stretch of the river is.
So some people it may take an hour to get to your peg from draw. Some people
Right.
maybe
Right.
an
Well-
hour and a half.
Well, just take it for this. So Bogdan and them fished a peg up in the high 40s. They didn't have much room, but they only fished out of 100 some hours. They only fished 24 hours because the tide. And if you go to the one peg to 1 to 5 peg, you fish the whole tournament.
Yeah.
And there's it's just it's not as swift water as it is at the very end. Marston fished the very end peg last year. I remember Chris Jackson and Scott Russell fished the very last peg, and they said it was awful. Until you done it. You don't get to fish hardly none.
Yeah, because we was dodging a lot of houses. I mean, that's what we was calling them because they was that big.
Yeah.
Serious
the
weed
big
beds,
old-
I mean-
yeah.
big monster weed beds, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but down in
Like
peg
the whole
1 through 5 and 6, you don't battle the tide like you do up there. But no, you can use the whole river, make it compatible. You just gonna take the pegs out. And I know some people ain't gonna like that, but
How
there
many-
again, you gonna draw for pegs, or you want to make it where everybody fish against each other and be straight up and battle.
Ricky Massey said, "How many dams, if any, in that 70 miles?"
None.
None.
Oh wow.
That's why the lower part of the river runs so hard. How many times have you had guests from Connecticut? Oh, we got to use a 8-ounce lead, and that's the reason why.
Yeah, Bogdan says, as we speak, every single professional carp fishing tournament in Europe adapted that rule.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I understand what Bogdan's saying. You can have a 1, B, and C.
Yeah,
I do agree with that 100%. You can do 1, B, C, D. You can do 4, and take the winner out of each one. And that might be something to look at. If you got 40 pegs, 1 through 10, then I mean, you know what I'm saying? You could do that. Play four things and do 1 through 10. A, B, and C, and D. I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's a good one to look at. I mean, that's something to think about.
Yeah.
and that's a good thing about coming on here and doing this too, is because it gives you a lot more chance to get a lot more feedback. Just being live and being able to answer questions.
So, when you guys when it comes to that time, you guys take over the tournament completely, and you guys got the tournament going. What do you guys think your guys' biggest challenges is going to be within the tournament?
Adapting.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, every peg is different. I mean, some pegs you can carry your stuff to, some pegs you can pull up to, some pegs
Yeah.
you're going to fight weeds, some pegs you're going
You need
Fight a lot of
need
current.
a ladder.
and
Ladder.
I'm serious.
Oh,
Um,
Because you never know, just might have a bank or something to get down there to even net the fish.
Yeah, for real. I mean, you
I've seen it.
never know.
I've seen it.
no, you never know. You just got to adapt to your peg.
Yeah.
A lot of them use boats. Boats is the best thing to have there, is a boat. A bait boat.
oh. Can you use that? I didn't know that.
Oh,
So we can you will allow bait boats this year?
You've always been allowed bait boats, sir.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
But no, you can allow them, but nobody uses them, because at the end of the day, using a bait boat on a river that's going 20 miles an hour,
Right.
that you need an 8-ounce weight. By the time you drop your weight and whatever, bye-bye bait boat, it's half a mile down the river.
Right.
You
No,
just
they've always
waste.
used bait in that tournament from as long as I've been there.
Yeah, I just never seen nobody use one, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen plenty of people use bait boats there.
Sweet.
Not, I haven't, not on the lower part.
We got questions.
Yeah.
Keep on rolling on in on this one.
Go ahead.
Dean, Javon, something.
Just say Dean Jr.
Okay, Gene Jr. Sorry to say it, Joe and Sam, but your biggest struggle is going to be, I quote, all the stupid questions.
Yeah.
Well, you already know this one from last year at Herds Park. Can you weigh my fish?
You guys got anglers that use drones in this tournament?
No, just only boats.
No, Kyle Jeffrey said we had guys use drones one year, LOL.
Okay.
And then Kitty Mac
Okay, so
said,
I
"What if
didn't
I had a
know that.
remote control pontoon?" Watch out, he'll
Yeah,
make
yeah,
it.
but-
too.
Look, sure.
But no, I mean, I just think, everybody just, don't, just give us a chance.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
we want everybody involved. We want everybody to get input. Don't get snappy. Don't get rude. Don't put nothing stupid. Just say, man, here's my view. It's about the fishermen. It's not about us. If you don't do sections, I will put a poll out there again and ask about sections.
Yeah.
And if they say no to the sections, there will be no sections.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think that's kind of the best way to do it is have the people that are going to be in it vote on it.
Yeah, but that's what I was about to touch base on. I'm glad Joe brought it back up because I was thinking about that a few minutes ago. Like, hopefully when Joe puts this poll up, the people that are, choosing not, no section, hopefully they're guys that
the ones that are actually fishing
the tournament.
Yes, sir. I agree
And
with
not
that.
just somebody just coming in to vote on something because they think they're, they're making
Right.
a difference when in all reality, they could be ruining it for all
Right,
the
it
guys
could
that really
be-
do want it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go
Yeah,
to the section.
completely. I understand that. Yeah.
Well,
That's what everybody understands. That the Fishes Tournament instead of liking it, and there was a lot of people liked it when I put that out there, but nobody. I mean, they didn't vote. Your opinion means a lot in the world. I mean, it means a lot in this tournament.
Yeah.
It ain't like the damn politicians. I mean, we're not gonna be a politician not listen to you,
yeah.
but we're gonna listen to you. We want your input. I mean, if you vote yes, you vote yes. You vote no, no. Don't like it. Let us know how you feel. I mean, that's the only way you can make things work.
We can't do anything to make good changes if we don't know what you guys want.
Yep.
But, on the other side of that, think about what you want. Don't just be a keyboard warrior and type out anything, because then you'll ruin it not only for yourselves but for everybody, because we're trying to get this so when you come and you fish and you walk away going, I did quite well, I did good, I enjoyed myself. That's what we want from all you guys. We want to make it enjoyable,
Right.
We don't want you to go, oh, I picked a peg and oh god, here we go again. We want to get rid of that mentality,
Right.
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 So help us to help you. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, I think that's nice. You never want to have a tournament or competition where you go to your peg draw, you pull your peg, and immediately you feel like, oh well, I've lost already. There's no.
Yeah, but you shouldn't.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've seen it too many times.
But that's the thing about knowing the pegs, though, and knowing what they've done in the past and the previous. Like Joe said, he's fished for the last 5 years, so he knows what pegs has been hitting.
Mhm.
So when we, every guy up there is like 1 and 4, 1 and 4. You know what I mean? Because they won last year,
Right.
or they won the last 2 years. You know what I mean? That's the mentality that a lot of the fishermen have.
Mhm.
Because we knew, I never been to New York, but I knew I wanted to be as closest to the dam as I can get. You know what I mean? Because that's where they're on their way to.
Yeah.
Right.
So they have to pass by me, and it gets a little bit more narrow up that way too. And
Yeah.
I'm speaking about New York. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah,
So,
But they got sections in New York
yeah,
now, which makes it compatible.
yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. Are there certain pegs in New York? You're going to get that you want so bad because they're going to place.
Yeah.
Yes, there is. I can tell you pegs right off the bat.
Yeah.
13. The peg right there at the mouth of the lake.
One,
I
two,
mean, I can
eight.
go down a list. St. Lawrence.
1 through 5.
Yeah, St. Lawrence, New York. If you don't get Ogdenburg, you don't get Alco, you don't get Bogdan's favorite peg, which is 3. If you don't get an Ogdenburg and you get outside of Ogdenburg on up the river, you're screwed.
Yep.
There's just certain pegs that
Just
the
dominate.
fish just stay in that location for some reason, and I don't know because it's food storage or what it is, but they just stay there. They live there, and there's certain pegs fish just travel through.
Yeah.
And also, looking at pegs, this year we had a very dry year.
Mm-hmm.
Pegs 20, 20 or 19, 20, 21 they weren't even used because it was so low water. Now, this year, we've had a real bad winter, hence a broken foot. And we could get flooding this year because of all the ice melt up north.
Right.
So, again, the river is the river. It's wild as anything else. So, we won't know until at least July what pegs are available, what can be done. Are we putting bad close to pegs? Or we have to take, or even add pegs somewhere else? We really won't know on the peg
Yeah.
location till at least July.
Yeah.
Hmm?
So, got a question. So, I had never been to this tournament. You know, Daniel never. I know you three guys
Right,
have.
I've never.
But what kind of suggestion will you give a first-time angler that joins that, goes to that tournament? What kind of advice would you give that angler to, how to start out and all that kind of stuff within the tournament?
It's probably the hardest tournament on circuit.
Yeah.
There's no tournament like Connecticut tournament. There's it's very it shows you what type of fisherman you are. It's tidal,
Bring
it's
some backlids.
use of it. It beats you down. It takes every drain of energy out of you. I mean, you could be throwing 2-ounce sinkers to 6-ounce sinkers.
Right.
There's no one-way street. I mean, it's you got to have everything covered. I mean,
Yeah.
Because
it ain't like going to Baldwinsville, Connecticut. Okay, I go there. I got to have at least I can fish with maybe a 2-ounce sinker to a 8-ounce sinker. No, you better bring everything because
Yeah.
you just don't know.
you
Yeah,
don't
that's-
know where you're going to be at.
Right.
Right, depends on where you be at.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So, how much
every piece of tackle and then the kitchen sink because
how much
I'm
bait
telling
should
you
a person
now,
bring?
you don't know what the bank side is going to be until the week before. River changes. It may rain. It may not rain. Of trees falling in the peg or upstream, downstream. Everything changes. And in the lower section, it's tidal. So every 4 hours it goes in one way and goes the other way. You have to be adaptable, and you're going to go through every emotional imaginable, every sad simulation, you name it. You're going to be tired. You're going to be happy tired. You're going to cry about something. You're going to be pissed off because you can't find a bait needle. You stand up and you find out it's hanging off your trouser leg because you stabbed yourself with it. It's all those silly, stupid things, and it will all happen. Like you said, this is one of the toughest ones out there.
Yeah, it is.
It will bring out
that
how
current is
really good you are, not only as a fisherman, but to be able to withstand everything that's coming at you, weather-wise. This year, they got away with decent weather, okay? They had 2 days of heavy fog, and that was about it. You know? There's been times where it's absolutely, the rain's fell out of the sky, you know? You put your boots outside for a second, and they're filled up with water already. You know, you have to be adaptable. That's the biggest thing I can suggest. Be prepared for anything and everything.
Yeah.
because it can
I
definitely
mean,
throw
I
you
fished
for a
there
loop.
and had to take my rod and reels, put them underneath the water, and try to fish,
Oh wow.
hot and all, and still can't fish. I mean,
I wish we
yeah,
would
I
have
mean,
backleads while
it's
we was
brittle.
there, because we was getting bites and they really wasn't hooking herself because of it too, and it keeps it
Really?
underneath yeah, it keeps it keeps it low too for
Mm-hmm.
the weeds that was floating through and stuff too.
Yeah, we talked about using them for boats and stuff. So.
Yeah.
but no, I mean, everybody just need to give us a try. Don't
Yeah.
Just give us a chance. I mean, that's all we ask. And
Right.
you know, happy. I mean, just tell us. I mean, if you got something you want to say, don't go on the Fish Factory Connecticut 3 website and blast us. Hey, just send us something private.
Well, have you heard
And another
some
thing, we got to give a
negativity?
shout out to Connecticut there, the Fish Factory. That's our number one sponsor is the Fish Factory. Everybody needs to check them out, get your fishing license. They'll have bait. They still gonna, they still gonna be sponsoring us too. I mean, we
Nice.
trying to keep everything the same. We're just trying to improve the tournament just a little bit.
Okay. There's
Make
nothing
it
wrong with
better.
that. There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, you can't ask for no more than that.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I'm sure, like I said, everybody knows, that's fish with you, Joe, and they know what type of person you are, or anybody that's ever met you. Sam, sure the same, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm sure everybody knows that it's in good hands, because you're coming from,
A tournament director.
well, he's a fisherman, you know what I mean, at heart. So he's not coming into it like, oh, I'm about to make all this money on
Right,
the
no.
tournament and the anglers, you know what I mean? Like, that's not what it's about for him, you know what I mean? It's more about the passion. I'm sure he's
Yeah.
gonna treat all of us like he treats his kids at Creekside.
yeah,
All the same.
yeah, and that's what I want to do. I'm not trying to make money off this. It's not about me. It's about the fishermen. I want the thing to sell out in 5 minutes. That's where I want this tournament. I want it where people dying to get in this tournament.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what I want. I want this tournament to be selling out every year at 5 minutes. Done. Over with.
I
Sold
have a
out.
dream.
I
Go.
mean,
That's what I want.
I think it'll happen, especially if you get like just some weird sponsors. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I'm going. Yeah.
no, I know you're gonna make it happen, Joe. You know what I mean? But just saying, so there could be a bounty on the biggest fantail.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not only the money that goes from the anglers to the fantail, but we've also had, this flavor company step up and say, I want to add another $500 to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
That'd be cool, yeah.
And that's another thing. I want to get Carp player involved.
Okay.
I want to get Wicked involved. I want to get all the flavor companies involved. I want this tournament to be a night tournament where bring everybody together. I want everybody to get along.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
want the entire community to come together. Whether
There you
I
you're
agree.
an angler, whether you're a vendor, we want everybody to be involved.
You guys sound like
Everyone.
you're team fish fighters.
Yeah.
They want everybody to be involved.
Yeah?
But that's how it should
Yeah.
be, though.
Right.
Nobody should be
We
fighting,
wanna
arguing
throw
with
this
each other.
not only as a competition, but as a community as well. You
Yes.
know? So that's why we want the information. That's why we are asking you to give us input. Don't blast us, talk to us. A message. Everybody knows how to message us one-on-one. But I'm in CAD. Most of you guys are in CAD. Know how to get hold of me. I want to hear it. We want to help us so we can help you.
And that's
Okay.
how all this is going to change and grow. It's
Yeah.
just all of us really just coming
Everybody get together.
and not
Mhm.
not having a pissing competition that my flavor is better than
No.
your flavor.
Yeah.
My
No.
rod's
Mhm.
better than your rod, or
Mhm.
my
Right.
net's better than your net, or my beepers are better than your beepers. You know what I mean?
No.
Want the carp community to grow, you guys all have to work together.
Because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's really
Yeah.
not going to grow unless they're seeing like all the money that's moving around and they don't have their fingertips
Yep.
in it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I agree.
That's really what
Mhm.
it's going to take.
My goal, besides Joe, we want to get anglers from other countries involved.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking to Boiling Lab, the guy that built my bowling machine,
Yeah.
and built Tomas's bowling machine.
Nice.
I'm talking to him, coming a real big sponsor.
Well, hell yeah.
I'm talking about, he's in Lafayette. He's a very good friend of mine. I mean, I've been over to visit him. I mean, matter of fact, he's sending me my reels and stuff. I mean, he makes bait and all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to get people involved in everywhere. I mean, it ain't just United States donations. I mean, I want to try to get everybody's name out there. You know, theme feed. I mean, you know, get products to make bullies and stuff. Companies that sell stuff to you in the United States. There's companies that do, but there's companies that don't.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
people in the United States needs their number, their amino acids, and try to help people get stuff that you can't get in the United States.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, build a carp community. Spread the love, not the hate. Just make the
Yeah.
hell, maybe one day you get carp vendors from overseas that actually want to throw a lot of money into these tournaments too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, the tournaments across seas a whole totally different where they are over here. I mean, it's people would have no clue.
Oh,
the difference.
I'm 100% sure that people over the pond has just got their eyes on Connecticut tournament right now. The whole river. I heard. What didn't they say they want to do, like the Carp Olympics over there on that stretch? Am I
Well,
wrong?
they wanted to do the World
Was it
Cup
New York?
on
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Baldwinsville.
Yep.
Oh, it's Baldwinsville. Sorry.
Baldwinsville tournament, but supposedly the county or some could get. I might be wrong, but
Yeah.
Something about playing
money or
commit
something wasn't right, or
Yeah.
the land. But Connecticut River, man, would be. I'm not in competition to get either place, but Connecticut River would probably be like a phenomenal place to do it.
Yeah.
The St. Lawrence would be, the St. Lawrence. Like I said, I put the marathon together up there, and it done very, very well. I mean, people liked it. I mean, hell, one time I run up there with nothing but spots,
Right.
and still pay big fish, but everybody loved it because everybody got a piece of the pie.
Right.
That's what people got to understand. If you spend $1,000 entry fee, you spend say $500 motel, stuff where people live local, and you buy bait, you got $3,000 invested right then.
Mhm.
Well, if you go home with say 1,000 or 2,000, at least you went home with something
Right.
instead of nothing.
That's what
Yeah.
happened when we was in New York. Like we didn't place, but we got first place big fish and third place big fish in our section, and walked away with our money back and some.
Yep. Yeah, that's always
There you go.
nice.
You know what I'm getting out of this whole talk and everything? I'm getting out of this whole tournament is that this is a big boys tournament. The little boys just need to stay home.
I mean,
So
all
it's
these all these tournaments, it don't matter where they're at, whether they're
I
in
mean,
New York
this makes
or
you
the
like
CT.
this is the kind of tournament that makes you a man,
It's-
and then
it,
Yeah,
it does
it's earned your-
separate because it
it's
may,
extreme
it,
tournament.
Oh yeah.
And
Look,
it'll make
there's
you
some pay
second,
lakers.
second, third guess
There was some
yourself.
pay lakers went and fished this tournament up in Connecticut,
no kidding.
and they'll tell you real fast. They tell you right now they would not go back,
Really.
So
No.
but they'll go to Baldwinsville and St. Lawrence, but they will not go back there.
Yeah.
so guys,
It's
if
hard.
you guys
hard
want to
fishing
get
there.
your fishing skills more advanced, this is the place you want to do it. If not, stay home.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
This is the,
No,
this,
it's not.
hey,
It's not a kid's playground.
No.
This,
It's-
hey,
it's
That's
this
what I
is
hear.
the place that
It's a
will
grown man.
make or break you as a fisherman.
Right.
Will have you
Yeah.
second guessing yourself. You know what I mean? Like I fished with Justin Keaton when I went, and I'm gonna keep real. I know there's some guys out there that got a lot of trophies, but he has a shit ton of trophies from everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I was catching big fish, and he wasn't. You know
Justin
what I mean? Keaton. But
Sounds
I mean,
better.
don't get me wrong. I only caught a couple, two big
Doesn't
fish,
ring
but
a
it was
bell
still,
for
though.
you.
You know what I mean? Like he's got so much more experience than me just fishing on the river. You know what I
Right.
mean? But we was there as a team, but it was still heartbreaking
Yeah.
knowing that we was putting 18s and 19s back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
We know
So
because we're
close.
that close to the top, and we just couldn't get there.
Yep. Did Chris? Somebody asked a question.
Yeah, Joe Lutz, Kelly Laurel said the best in Georgia will be there this year, LOL. Message her and tell
Yep.
her she's bumped her head.
Nah, she'll be. I'm hoping Chris and them come back. They're wonderful people, man. wonderful. They come up there, them and Patrick Niece. They fished right there and caught the hell out of fantail fish.
Oh, nice.
The fantail amazing there. I mean, I think they caught
That's-
4 or 5
Oh, wow.
nice ones.
That's something on my bucket list. I haven't caught a
That's what I
fantail.
want to do.
Yeah,
Catch
never
them out
caught a
there
fantail.
too. That's
I
like
want a fantail.
that's a bucket list fish for me.
Joshua Baird wants to know: are you keeping the record prize?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
what is
Yes,
it?
so that's
$25,000 bounty, right?
$25,000. That's from the Connecticut state.
Connecticut State. Sweet. Okay.
And
Yeah.
what is that record right
So
now?
if you catch a bigger carp than Brian Santos, then you will get, we have to refrigerate it,
What
you'll
was it?
get a CT rep and down, and of course you'll probably have Lee something at the bit as well. And we'll get refrigerated and photographed and all that fun stuff. And yeah, it all comes from the Connecticut state, and that'll be 25,000.
Okay, 25.
And that was wasn't his fish like 56.4 or something around there?
It was caught at so the record was caught there at the concrete. I can't, that little place right there, just, I say Middletown, maybe Middletown. It was caught there. A guy
Yeah.
caught it there.
It was
Middletown.
Right there by
Then
the
it was
rail,
caught
wasn't it?
again. Then it was recalled again at Connecticut House.
Huh.
That's what the record was called. So if you don't know what Connecticut House is, the house that is on the river, and it's a dock, and
Yeah.
boilies go in there 24/7, never stop, and they go there and they fish and they caught the record there. But the record had been caught many times before that, but they wanted the record to be broken in the tournament.
Right.
Yeah.
Before it was caught at Connecticut House, and then they caught it at Connecticut House, I think twice. And I mean, but they wanted it done through the tournament, but then it was caught at Connecticut House. It's a house you used to be able to rent. You can't rent it no more, and you can go there and catch 40 to 50 pounds of fish like they're nothing.
Yeah. Now, a lot of them pegs, Joe, a lot of people, like you said they throw a lot of bullies in that area. So are people like just going and fishing a lot of the pegs throughout the year?
Yes.
Just like pre-fishing the
Yeah,
river
these are
just to
still,
try new
these are
spots?
still public places.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's,
And
I think
I
that's
fished
just
Salmon River several times.
Yeah. And I think that's the issue of 1 and 4 is it gets fished all the time.
yeah. So the fish
I might be
know,
wrong,
hey, there's food here.
But something holds them fish there. They just there.
Yeah.
It was like peg sits. It wanted back to back. And they said, no, we're going to take the peg out. And I agree with that 100%. The data just proves a lot of things, I mean, Bogdan's, there's been a lot of different people that place in different places, and it's been spread out. But, you got to get it back balanced. You got to get the tournament balanced, man. That's the number one thing. It's got to be, fair for everyone. It can't be a one-way street. It's got to be fair.
Yeah.
If everybody decided to do sections, we'll love to do sections. But first prize will still, it depends on how many people you get signed up.
Yeah.
I mean, you're hoping the first prize to be $8,000.
Yeah.
And that's a good chunk of money.
That is a good chunk of money.
Yeah, just for going and fishing.
Right.
I mean, yeah, first prize if you do the whole tournament was $15,000. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this: we will do 1099s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Taxes?
Businessman.
Mhm.
Smart though, you know what I mean?
Actually, it is
I'm not
smart.
gonna give.
Yeah, it's very smart.
Yeah.
I mean that's that's a lot of on a big lump sum of money like that, you know what I mean? And then paying it all out like that, that's a lot of eating for him. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have to set a PayPal account up, and all this money come in, and this and that.
Oh,
Man,
look
it's-
at
it's-
ya. Yeah.
It's hard to have that, you know.
I mean,
Let's just say
I'm not
40
gonna pay
teams,
taxes on
40,000.
$50,000.
Yeah,
Right.
there's 40 teams.
Yeah,
there's
you're
40,000.
right, Joe. You're right.
And then he has to put that money.
I'm not
out,
mad at
too.
you. Sorry, guys.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not the past
I mean,
no more.
Baldwinsville
It's the
does a
future.
1099.
Yeah.
I just got a 1099 in the mail It's a couple weeks ago from Baldwinsville. I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to pay taxes, but I don't care to pay taxes.
Right.
That's part of the deal.
Right.
It's part of
But
getting the money.
that's the difference. If you split it up in sections, you know, that you got to look at, you know, and that's what people's got to understand is, if you do a 1099, if you rent a motel room, if you buy fishing equipment, let me give y'all little pointers about paying 1099s, fishing tournament. You rent a motel room, you pay for gas, you buy clothes, you buy rod and reels, you buy bait, all that's a tax write-off.
Right. Yeah. Literally.
All
anything
that's a
is
tax write-off.
Yeah.
You get all that, so everything you spend for this tournament, which in doing 1099s, is a tax write-off.
Everybody listen to what he's saying. This is very important.
Yeah.
Very important.
And a lot of people don't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Your entry fee, you can, if you go into a tournament and we do 1099s, and you pay even though you don't own a business, but you pay $1,000 entry to get in this tournament.
Yeah.
That's $1,000 tax deduction for you right off the bat.
Can I get a receipt,
Motels.
please?
Right.
All that. And a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah. And that's probably why a lot of people are stuck in the world that we live in, you know,
Yeah,
and
that's,
living the way they're living and everything because of that.
I'm seeing question marks.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I mean, if you know, people ain't showed it.
Right. It's a barrier to entry is knowledge, you know. So
Yeah.
it's frustrating for people who don't know.
And who says that you can't make a carp fishing a professional sport? You know, a business.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
You can. Look, every tournament I fish in, it's nothing but a tax write-off.
Yeah.
I buy bait, make stuff to make bullies. If I buy clothes, rod and reel, fishing line, it's nothing but a tax write-off
Yeah.
because I'm going to fish a tournament.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like
But that's anybody. I mean, Tommy could do that. I mean, James, you could do that. All three of y'all can sit there and do that because you're going to fish a tournament.
Yeah.
So Amy, start
writing the
start writing those checks.
Let's see.
Tax write-off. Godell Hollow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
When
All
do you
that.
think
Yeah.
you'll have everything finalized? I mean, obviously, I know the tournament ain't until towards the fall, the end of the year. When do you think you'll kind of have everything finalized? That way, everybody's got enough time to, you know, plan everything and everything like that.
Okay, so this week, so everybody on here understands. So probably one day this week, toward the weekend, I'll throw a poll out there again for sections. So everyone can vote on sections if they want to do sections. Once we figure out about the sections, then I've been trying to get hold of this gentleman. Once I get hold of him, then we kind of have one more little piece took care of, be another poll. And then after that, we'll have it all out there. I mean, you know, right now off the bat, you already know the entry fee's $1,000. You already know the dates.
When is the dates? Because somebody, Paul Metz just got on there and said, when will the sign-ups be?
As soon as we find out these odd little poll things, but the dates are. Go ahead on that, Sam. Sam knows exactly the dates.
So, Friday the 10th is the live. Oh, sorry. Friday the 10th is the live peg order draw.
Okay.
Monday the 12th is the peg draw. Monday is fishing, Tuesday fishing, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday it ends at 10 a.m.
And when is the sign-up going to be?
So,
When is going to sign up
There's-
going to be?
The sign up. Well,
all
wait, wait,
that
no,
comes out and know what we're doing.
Oh.
yeah.
Okay. To be determined.
Yes.
Well, we're waiting on letting people decide what.
Right. Right. Understandable.
Yeah.
Well, we're coming pretty close to the end of the show. Anybody else got some questions real quick to throw out there?
Anything else you guys want to throw out there?
Yeah, any last minute closing thoughts that you guys want to say?
So, how
Um,
long's the tournament?
It'd be 100 and some hours.
100 and some
Yeah,
hours.
Monday through Friday. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I really like what you guys are doing.
Oh, yeah.
Making it so that you don't feel like it's as peg dependent. Making it so that you feel like
Fair for a fisherman.
any peg that I draw, as long as I'm confident in my watercraft, that I can go there and I can catch fish. And I
Yeah.
think that's important. You want anglers to be able, you want it to be a display of their skill, not a display of picking a piece of paper or a popsicle stick.
Yep.
Right.
You definitely got to learn to work your peg.
Right.
For sure. Because when I was there, we had a big area, had this nice, beautiful creek coming in right next to me too.
Mhm.
It was really shallow, but you could see where it tapered down.
Yeah.
And then I had some fire boats over here, so I was able to fish all that. But still, it'll get you going, have you in your feelings.
I tell you, I wouldn't mind going up there and just not to get into the tournament, but actually just film everything.
Yeah.
Film.
Well, I
that'd
talked,
be a great idea.
Well, me and Tommy talked about that.
Yeah. we
And I
talked about
told
this
Tommy,
the
I
other
said,
night.
I like, maybe not this year, but a year down the road,
Yeah.
I would love to get somebody in there to come around and film everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, just
I enjoy doing
that's
that.
where I wanted the tournament to go. I wanted to get it where, it was getting filmed. I want to get it where,
Interviewing
recognized.
people,
Yeah,
interviewing anglers and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So, what's your next strategy? No one's going to see it right this moment, but what's your strategy at this moment? How many
Right.
fish you got on the bank?
Right.
What bait are you using? How much chum have you already thrown out? I mean, it just on
Right.
and on.
Yeah, I think you guys do a good job of that with the White River tournament. You guys
Yeah.
put those videos out. That gives
We
a
try.
recap and stuff.
yeah. I mean, y'all do a wonderful job. But, I want where people leave, man, and feel like, when they get recognized.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
I want to be, I want people from all over the United States, the world, want to come to this tournament. I want to make it big. I want to make it. It's not about us. It's about the fishermen. It's about them putting their heart, soul in it, and just giving it 100% and feel comfortable. I mean, Connecticut River. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's my favorite tournament. I love Connecticut River.
Yeah.
I don't care if I had to give every tournament out there. Connecticut River is the only tournament I want to fish, but I'm not going to fish now.
yeah,
But I'm going to miss it. But that's how much I like Connecticut River. That's where I feel Connecticut River could be sold out in 5 minutes. I really truly believe it could be at that point
Oh, absolutely.
one day.
Yeah. Wow. That's
If
good.
you could say anything to Kyle and Lee, what would you tell them? Obviously, they just didn't want to just turn it over to just anybody, and for them to turn it over to you fellas. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I'll go first on that one. Then Sam. Well, first I want to thank Sam, because Sam's, we're gonna be a good team, work together. I told Sam, kind of, if I get out of line, just got to tell me. I'm just at his team, but Kyle and Lee. I mean, you can't say enough about them too. I mean, they've done a wonderful job, wonderful job for the past since I've been going. I can't just out fantastic job, and I really want to appreciate them giving us this opportunity. If we feel like we can't do what they expect,
Yeah.
we give it back to them,
Yeah.
and heartbeat let them find somebody else.
Right.
We want to make them proud. We want to make, just give us a chance. That's all I ask. Just
Yeah.
thank you a lot, and then
Right.
it's my
Thanks for
dream.
the
I always
opportunity.
try to
It's
really.
awesome.
I run a carp pond. Everybody knows that. So, I push it hard. I mean, I'm all about the fishermen. I'm not about me. I'm about the fishermen. 100% about my fishermen. It's all about them. You don't have fishermen, you don't have nothing.
yeah.
But I want to thank them too. But yeah, I appreciate it, and just give us a chance,
Yeah.
everybody. Please, just Just give us a chance.
I think it's in some good hands right now. I see your guys' dream. I see the excitement that you guys have. Your ideas sounds amazing. It's going to be a new, fresh, start. You know what I mean? You guys got ideas, and you're not afraid to listen to other anglers' ideas.
Right.
For voting, whatever, et cetera. I mean, it is. I think it went great. So it looked like I think we're losing signal here a little bit. So
Yeah, I think we do.
Yep.
All right, Sam, do you want to say anything before we get off here, bud? Hello?
First of all, I want to say thank you to Carl,
So sorry.
Lehan,
yeah,
who understand this.
really.
Don't fuck yourself. But without these two, we've seen what we've done. We're going to learn from everybody, not just from Lee and Carl, but from you guys. We need your input. And hopefully we'll get it to the point where it doesn't matter if you placed or not placed, you had a good time. And that's all we want at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think that's really the key thing that you guys have been pushing across is you guys just want the anglers to have a great experience.
So, yeah, I hate to cut this short. I think we're losing signal here for a little bit. And,
All right, bud, I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.
no, thank you,
No,
man.
guys
Thank
do,
you very
Joe. I
much.
appreciate you guys blessing
Thank
us
you,
with
Gavin.
the
Thank you.
opportunity.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sam. Have a good
Alright. Bye bye.
I think it's in great hands. I really do.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
it
excited to
definitely
see
is.
how that goes.
I know Joe. I've seen what type of fish. I've fished tournaments against him, with
Right.
him. You know what I mean? So it's in good hands, man.
Yeah.
He's an angler.
Right,
You know
and
what I
that's important.
He knows what the English want,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, they want
And he cares
somebody
about
that-
what they want.
He
That's-
wants somebody that's, I would want somebody to come in, whether it was a pay lake or a tournament like that.
Right.
Somebody that has the experience and knows kind of what the anglers want too.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, all right, guys. You guys got anything?
All right. No, I think I'm all good.
Chili meat.
Huh?
Chili meat.
Chili
Oh,
meat.
March
Thank you to our
29.
sponsors.
Yep.
Carpangler.com, Big Money Beepers, Team Fish Fighters, Carpy Commando, West Coast Bait Boats, the ultimate bait boat,
Yep.
Bottom Feeder Baits, Carp Angler Group. Everybody be sure to check out the tournament, check out Team Fish Fighters, check out American Banks, check out USA Carp Guide, Practice Safe Carp Care. Anything else?
No?
Nope.
All
Support
right.
your local bait shops.
Yep, local bait shop. Everybody have a great night.
Thanks, guys.